ain't got time for that. We talking about 1492 today. 1492. What was going on in 1492? Columbus was sailed his punk ass around the ocean blue in 1492. He landed in the Bahamas in 1492. But what was else going on in 1492? The Moors was ruling Spain and Europe. Their rulership in Spain and Portugal was over with. All right. It was over with in 1492. The same year Columbus ran his ass to the Bahamas was the same year the Moors was getting pushed out of Spain. And where did Columbus sail from? Spain. So the Moors ruled from 711 to 1492. But you might be thinking, who are the Moors? Well, according to Wikipedia and every other source I can get my hands on, the term Moors initially referred to the indigenous Barbers. That's a big ass M word I can't pronounce. And the Barbers, who are the Barbers? Well, let's find out who the Barbers are. The Barbers, according to the Britannica, is any of the descendants of pre-Arab inhabitants of North Africa. Pre-Arab. So if you pre-Arab and you're in North Africa, you're black. So the Barbers are black people from North Africa. Got that? How long did the Barbers rule? They continue rule into the 16th century. So at least to the 16th century, the Barbers, the North Africans who were black, ruled Europe from 711 to at least the 16th century. So that means all of the kings of Europe and Spain and Portugal they're white. They're all white. If you Google a picture of any king during the medieval time, they're gonna come back Caucasian. They coming back white. That thing coming back white. Even though the Moors are in charge and they're from North Africa, all the kings and queens from there are white. This is how the Moors really look. These are really the kings and queens from that time, from the Moors rulership in Europe. This is how we look. So when Nas say we were kings and queens, never porch monkeys, he's not talking about over there in Egypt. Ain't no kings in Egypt. Where the kings at? Europe. And this is what we was ruling. We was ruling it right here. This is us. And this is Aristotle. This is a medieval Arabic representation of Aristotle teaching the students. So they saying the Arabs drew Aristotle as a black man teaching a non-black, a black man teaching a non-black. And they saying the Arabs did this picture. So that even the Arabs are in compliance that the black man was in charge. All right, we're going to King James. Why are we going to King James? Because he ruled in 16. Look at that black man on the coin. Look at that black man on that coin. And this is why they love Guy Fawkes. Because Guy Fawkes tried to blow his black ass up and he tried to kill all his homies. Right? This is why they celebrate Guy Fawkes to this day. Because Guy Fawkes tried to put in that work and get King James and his black ass homies up out of Parliament. He was gonna blow their ass up. Right? There's another picture of King. Look at King James lineup. That thing sharp. King James had a sharp lineup. That's the king. That's our guy. That's King James with the sharp lineup. You understand what I'm telling you? That man teed up. And then we're gonna talk about his son. What they call his son? The little black boy. That's what they call his son. King James' son, his nickname was the little black boy. You understand what I'm telling you? Look at that lineup. Even though medieval times they're gonna always tell you that the kings, oh, the kings were white. No, they're not. I ain't that white man. These the kings of Europe. These the rulers of Europe during the medieval times. All right, this is where the kings and queens came from. And in 1492, Columbus was looking for that get back. All right. He sailed the ocean blue looking for get back because we had their ass pinned down since 711. All right. We had them knocked down since 711. And he sailed the ocean blue looking for get back. And we fled to the west coast of Africa. And they caught us. And we've been prisoners of war ever since. Anything else somebody talking to you about is nonsense. I ain't got time.